right, so we have warned the coach in purple, and now he's yelling at you to call a walking violation, which I don't believe was a walk. We have to be aware of the reactions of what's going on in the benches. That was a good no call down here on the drive, white 5. He tried to create the contact. He split both of the defenders, and the defenders fortunately stayed legal. All right, so this is now, I've counted the third time that we're still talking to the players. When is it that we're going to send the message that this is not a conversation we're going to have? When you guys go and look at this tape, I want you to really focus in on every time that the coach for the purple team reacts, because he's reacting like he's about to step out on the court and want to jump y'all, and nobody is paying attention to that. He's done it 3 times already. All right, guys, this is the 4th time now that we have not addressed the coach. And now he wants a timeout, and he's sitting there yelling at you. Good call, Lorenzo. Very calm, poised. You do a really good job at that. So I'm over here talking with Bonnie, and she makes a very good point that in this game, it's a game management game. There are the little things that you guys have to manage, and you haven't done as well of a job as we think you can do. We're still waiting for you to do that. But when you put air in the whistle, that's when you give that presence of, we have this game. This is our game. We're managing it. It's when you don't put air, when the play is just going on, where you're not looking as strong as if this is your court. So those are some things to think about in terms of your presence when you're out on the court and you're not having to blow the whistle. Even when you have a timeout, everything is, your head kind of goes down. So keep those things in mind as you go through the game in order for you guys to give the portrayal that, yes, we are all engaged, we're in this game, we are managed this game, and we're just going to stay strong on everything that's happening. All right, guys, so we have a coach who gets upset about a call that could have gone either way, to be honest with you. There's a potential that White 23 held him as he went up, but the whole point is the coach came out on the court and yelled at you, and is still reacting, and still it needs to leave, and we're not paying attention to that. So I'm glad that we had a technical foul, but a coach rushes me out on the court, and you guys have already had challenges with him. Chances are he probably should have been out of the game by this point. All right, guys, so we have officially reached the point of no return. Not only should we have had a technical foul on the bench in that reaction, not the assistant coach, the head coach, we have people who kick chairs, we have a player who comes out on the court.
I don't know, we couldn't really see if you went through or through.
We are not managing this game, not in the way that it should be managed. right, we got 6:36 to go in the game. Score is 57-56. Brandon, I have a gist of knowing what it is that you called. You had a forearm in the back, but your mechanic, everyone, the optics, the bigger picture is that everyone thought that it was a charge, and you actually had him pushing him in the back, thus pushes the ball handler, dribbler into the defender. So I think a different mechanic on that is going to sell that a little bit better. A push mechanic, not a forearm. Is the way you did the forearm, you made it look like a punch, which looks like a team control foul. So we have to remember that we are communicating, and in that communication, we have to be effective. And unfortunately, your presentation is going to elicit a different reaction, not only from the players, the fans, and the coaches. And we know in this game we've already had challenges in reaction. So keep that in mind when we are trying to sell a call. What is the best way to sell it? At 5:12, the coach from the purple team has returned. Like myself and Bonnie feel he should have been thrown out a long time ago, so we'll see what challenges he's going to cause. When we talk about sending a message to say that we are in control of this game, to me, that play that just happened illustrates that. It's an obvious foul that I would rather have all three officials have a triple whistle and a foul on it because it's so obvious based off the magnitude of how this game has been going. Instead, we get a whistle. It's the correct call, but it is late as can be. .333, tied game, 58-58. I was just reminded by Bonnie, we are doing high school mechanics, so the head coach should be sitting down and not standing on the sideline like he's currently doing now. So defender, purple 11, and I think, Matt, the only reason that you did not see this is because of the fact that you were too close to the play, but purple 11 continued to be in a wider stance as a defender and was kneeing the offensive player the entire time. Lorenzo, I'm farther away from the play than you are in this situation. My question is, did he just go to or did he go through on that particular pass? So I would say that's something to look at. .7. So it's getting physical again, and we are having players react to what's going on the court, but yet we haven't assessed a technical foul to a player's reaction. We assessed one to a coach who came charging out on the court. Management in this game is right now beyond poor. You guys just aren't doing the job that I know that you're capable to do. Time right now is 37.2 on the clock, and the score is 62 Irish, 61 opposing team. Now the game is tied. This is going to get interesting. It's been interesting. It's going to get even more interesting now. 28 seconds on the clock. overtime. .20 left, and the score is 64-67. right, with 10 seconds on the clock, we have white 3 calls a timeout and doesn't realize they don't have any timeouts. Thus, that's an excessive timeout, which results in a technical foul. It is what it is, guys.